Start her up, I guess, huh? Yo, yo, yo. What's going on, everybody?
Living for a living, baby. How you doing?
Appreciate you tuning in. And no guest today. Just me talking to myself, But this time it's on camera, so it's okay, Woo, boy. What a time we are living in. I'll keep it real. I don't really have a script or anything I really want to talk about. I'm going to not talk about coronavirus or really get into it because I've talked about that way too fucking much with everybody I talk to because it's the only thing you're allowed to talk about right now. It's the only thing that's happening. I mean, if you watch the news. That's a lie, though. There's a lot more actually going on. But we're not going to get into the non-mainstream information. Man. What a time to be alive. As you may see, maybe you can't see, I got the Corona stash going on right now. Didn't really feel I needed to invest in a mask. I'm growing the mustache extra long so it covers my mouth. Therefore, anything that gets stuck in there ain't getting in, The masks, dude. I said I wasn't going to talk about it. I was just riding the metro here today, and I'm the only person without a mask on the metro. People wearing gloves. Do you? Whatever you want to do you. That's what I'm going to say. I've just been baffled at how many people want to be told what to do and want to be told what to think. And, I guess it applies for every aspect of life. It's just been super, super noticeable to me over the past, 6-7 weeks or whatever. Just the amount of people that just want to give up their right to think. And I don't know. I'm all for believing what you want to believe. I know I believe in some crazy shit or, what might be crazy to somebody else, but it's my thing. The only thing I will say, and I swear I'm not just talking about Corona or fucking anything there, is always ask yourself why you think what you think. And analyze that from anything in life. Health, nutrition, religion, politics, everything, man. We've been conditioned over our lives to think a certain way. And that goes for everybody in different countries and from your culture and different ethnicity. Everything. I'm not just speaking, that's and not everyone's being conditioned to think the same thing. But that's just the first thing I'd say is just, think about why you think certain things. Not every day, all day, but just occasionally. Why do I think that? What has led me to get to this conclusion? Something I read, something I heard, something I've thought to be true forever, And I don't know. Just think about that. It's been wild, man. As you can maybe tell, I'm feeling good today. And I will admit, I have not been feeling good for a majority of this quarantine. I'm in Barcelona right now still. And we are, I think this weekend will be week 7 of complete strict lockdown where you were only allowed to basically go out for essential items and police are on the street ticketing people. So in the last 7 weeks, I'm just going to round up. I've literally only gone to the grocery store and to the corner store to see my homie Harry and buy some ice cream. I had to stop doing that though, because I was literally eating like a tub of ice cream every day or every other day. And I'm not real super good with the home workout thing, especially when I didn't know when the next football season or game was going to happen. And even though, yes, I like to work out for life and that kind of thing, I mean, I was just overall just bummed the fuck out, not having any certainty towards anything. And so working out just isn't really what I wanted to do. You know, I did some push-ups, some handstands here and there, but I can't get into the full workout in the home or, you know, whatever. So, but now, after 7 weeks, tomorrow, here in Barcelona, we are officially allowed to go on a walk or exercise outside, go on a jog. I can't imagine how, and it's all in like time slots. I think I don't even know when my time slot is. I'm on like an expats group in Barcelona, expats in Barcelona Facebook group. And boy, that is the sheep of the sheep. When I guess maybe that's colluding some of my ideas that I'm having or thoughts, because I see that on my feed and whatever. And it's just, does anyone know when we're allowed to do this? And does anyone know when we're allowed to do that? And, well, the rules say this, but you can only go 1 kilometer from your house if you're walking, but if you go for a jog, what if I speed walk? It's like, bro, go for a fucking jog. If they're telling you can do it, just do it. Just back to, people want to be told what to do. And I fucking hate being told what to do. You tell me what to do, I'm probably doing the opposite. Unless I agree. But even if I agree, if it's in the wrong time, I might do the opposite. I don't know. So, all right, I'm rambling a little bit. But, yeah, we're able to go on a walk legally tomorrow. You know, the vibe here has been, I know I said I wasn't going to talk about it, and I'm really not trying to talk about the actual virus itself or the everything, statistics, and I'm fucking done with that shit, man. What's the point? Just understand, I posted this on Instagram, like in 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, I don't know, a year, literally no one's going to remember this. And there's going to be some new thing that we're told that's the end of the world that we got to fucking freak out about. Shit, it could be next month. Nah, probably not. They're going to string this out for a while. I feel like, I don't know. But yeah, we can go on a walk tomorrow. I'm going to walk it up. I'm going to go do the rebar at the park. That's sport, I believe. I need a football, damn. Yeah. But, dude, like I said, these last 7 weeks have been challenging for your boy. I'd been wanting to do an individual podcast for a while I have plenty of time. But I just could never really just sit down and do it, because I just wasn't feeling it, man. Just wasn't feeling it. I started the first 3 weeks or so of quarantine super productive. 3, 4, 5, 6 videos out. Did a podcast with the homie Adria. Got the logo set up with him. Yeah, super productive. And then just kind of got burnt out. And then it hit me that I think quarantine got pushed back another month or something. It was like, oh, this thing is this situation is for real. And it caught up with me. And I'm living with my girl right now. And I mean, she's amazing. But at the same time, when you're around somebody all day, and to be honest, she's one of the few people I can be around constantly and not get tired of, but still all day, every day, minus grocery store trips. I think she's fucking annoyed at me. I was annoyed at her, and at times, and yeah. And so those first 3 weeks, super productive. And then, I needed a break. Just got high for like a week straight. Played a lot of Age of Empires. Got back to my old middle school, high school self. Well, actually, I was playing 0 AD because you can't get Age of Empires for the Mac. And that shit was fun. Still might throw again. I haven't played in a while, but got burnt out. I did that for like a week straight, 8 hours a day, just frying my eyeballs. Which, speaking of that, has anybody got any recommendations for some blue lens glasses? Is that what they're called? Blue screen lens? Blue lens? You know what I'm talking about. So you can look at screens all day and not fry your brain or your eyeballs or whatever. But anyway, I was doing it, so I need those things. And then, shit, that might have lasted 2 weeks. It honestly feels like we've been in the Twilight Zone. Like, it tripped me out the other day. Today's May 1st? Yeah, but it tripped me out earlier this week. It's felt like life is on pause here. Not doing anything, not able to, go do anything. So it feels in a way like life is on pause. And then I saw the calendar. I thought about it like, like my football season, the regular season would have been over by now anyways. Like, the calendar still is ticking. Time still is moving. It's getting hotter. Like, today's hot in Barcelona. It's nice. I'm stoked. But yeah, it's just been a weird thing. And so then maybe, like I said, I didn't know what day of the week it was. I didn't know what time of day. Couldn't tell you what month. Didn't even know what year. I mean, it was just like, I feel bad I'm sure most of them do it or deserve it. But those guys who get in solitary confinement, man, that is, boy, that's I wasn't even close to that. And that's some real shit. But then kind of got out of that little haze, we'll call it. The Age of Empires haze. And what'd I do? Made a couple more videos. And then I'd say the last 2 weeks have been super productive again. And from a standpoint of the YouTube thing and not necessarily the podcast right now, hopefully that's growing itself also, but that's still in the beginning stages, so I'm not rushing it. But the vlog, the Nepal vlogs, shout out to all the new subscribers. If you're watching this right now, all the homies out in Nepal who supported and watched and commented and showed some love, man, that shit's helped me get through this, for real. It's been really cool. I think off the top of my head, round number, I think I've gotten 12 or 1,300 new subscribers in the last 4 weeks. Basically, since I really I was like, shit, I'm going to really try on YouTube. It's been one of those things where I've just been the vlog, the podcast, the other video content I really enjoy doing, and I view it as something I can work on now as a hobby and put in the time and eventually in 4, 5, 6 years, 10 years, whenever, when I'm completely done playing football, I've built a foundation that I can kind of turn whatever comes about from all of that stuff into another thing that I can just, get money from. I don't want to say make a living. I don't want to say a career. I don't want to, just get money. And that's all it really is. And so, dude, honestly, once I finally said, okay, I'm going to really try to do this. Because when I first was doing the Nepal videos and different vlogs and stuff like that, I don't know if this was based out of insecurity or what it is, or being scared of really putting myself out there, saying I'm trying to do it and then failing, or I don't know. But I always would use the excuse that I'm just doing this shit for me. I don't really care if it gets big or not. And in a way that was true, but still, then I caught myself like, motherfucker, you're putting it on YouTube. You're putting it on Instagram. You're checking how many people have liked it, how many people have viewed it. If I really only cared, if I was really only doing it for myself, I don't even need to post it. You know what I'm saying? And so I kind of just stopped lying to myself a little bit in that way and was just like, well, you know, I was talking to one buddy and I was like, dude, now is the time to put out content because everybody's at the crib. Everybody's looking for some new show on Netflix right now. Which, speaking of that, the MJ documentary, Last Dance, or what? Whoo, boy, that is some of the best like documentary stuff I've ever seen. Stoked on that. But, you know, I was just thinking, dude, let's do it. And so I think posted episode 7 or 8. What am I on now? I think 7. Yeah, episode 7. And was like, I'm going to, you know, in my mind kind of thought like, I'm going to do like a little bit of a clickbaity title. And I got the idea from my homie David, who's Nepalese, who I did a podcast with while I was in Lisbon. And he, you know, said how Nepalese and countries that are poor, you know, don't have a lot of money or infrastructure, whatever you want, however you want to say it. The people in those countries tend to have extremely big hearts. And, you know, that was the thing that really struck me while I was in Nepal for the month, a little over a month, was like, you know, some people don't have much, and yet I've never really been around such a smiling and friendly and welcoming group of people overall. And so I did the title just in all caps. I do all my titles in all caps. It's like what you do on YouTube. And I did, you know, what is it? Poor country, rich heart. Which is like I mean it as a compliment. 100% compliment. You know, if I was going to do one for the U.S., it'd probably be rich country, poor heart, or shitty heart, or whatever. And that's super general, but I think you get what I mean, and people would understand. And so I posted that, and I don't know how, or I don't know why, I don't know what, you know, but it started just getting some views. And for me, like, it's at 50,000 views now, which for me is a lot. And I knew, like, that first, like, day or two that, like, okay, I'm on to something, because I had people with negative comments in the comment section. And that shit, like, got me hyped, which is weird to say. But if you look at YouTube videos in general, you know, I think a comedian or somebody said this, like Beethoven's symphony or whatever, like it has like 3,000 thumbs downs. You know, it's like regarded as one of the most mastermind pieces of music in history or whatever. I don't know if I'm even right saying what I'm saying right now. But it has, you know, there's been 3,000 people that, this shit fucking sucks. You know, and so like the point I'm saying is like, if you only have thumbs up and you only have positive comments on something, obviously there's exceptions to every rule, but it's probably not getting viewed too much. And it's probably only getting viewed by people you know and people that love you or like you or, you know, whatever. And so as soon as I got someone like, you know, calling me a stupid American or, you know, ignorant or something, you know, a keyboard warrior for using that title, and you need to change the title, and da-da-da-da-da, I was like, oh shit. Like, I struck an emotional chord with some people. And, you know, the old saying of like, all press is good press. You know, those people who are pissed about the title are still probably showing a friend saying like, can you believe this shit? But then on the flip side, which was really dope, was I had other Nepalese people in the comments, or I'm assuming Nepalese, saying there's no problem with it. What's the problem? It's a compliment. Don't worry about it. And so I have both people from the same team, and you know what I'm saying? Like picking my team or the other team. And I don't look at it like that at all. It's not keeping me up at night or anything, but it's just I'm reflecting on how it's all gone. And, that was cool, dude. And so as soon as that happened, I was like, okay, I'm on to something. And I'll admit, like I said, I was saying, I was lying that I was doing it only for me. And if it gets no views, when I look back when I'm 50, I still have it. Which is true to a degree. I'm stoked that I do have it and will be hyped when I'm 50 to look back on the adventures. But like I said, if I didn't care, if I was only doing it for myself and didn't care what other people thought, I wouldn't put it on social media. I'd keep it on my hard drive. And so once I kind of got that, I'll be real. Like I've been thinking my shit's dope. Like really. I kept always kind of like hating on everybody else for not liking it. Like, what the fuck, dude? But then also I wasn't asking the universe. I wasn't like putting myself really out there and like truly believing that other people would like it. I was like mad that it hadn't, I don't even know. And so then kind of once I got like a little bit of that verification or like, and especially getting the verification from people that are residents or citizens of the country that I'm traveling in, saying how much they enjoy it and how much it reminds me of home and all of that, like that's what's really cool to me because, I just brainstorming, talking out loud, like with the vlog series, like I don't really care about being big in America or whatever. Like there's already a ton of people that are that. Like I would much rather have my supporters and people that are watching what I'm doing be all around the world, from every walk of life, from Asia, from Africa, from South America, from everywhere. And America too. I mean, the US too. Don't get me wrong. But I think of all the subscribers, views, whatever, over 50% are from Nepal, and then the others maybe Nepalese people in other countries. And so to all my Nepali fam, appreciate y'all. And I think I got another 3, 4, 5 episodes rocking with the Nepal stuff, and then we got some Thailand stuff coming up. And then shit, by that time, it's going to be time to go back to Asia. You feel me? That's kind of the goal right now. Asia in the fall. If I can predict the future right now. And then but yeah, dude, I was in a dark time for a little bit. 2-3 weeks. Just felt like nothing was going right, and there was no hope from a personal side, dealing with my situation. It didn't appear that there was going to be any more football played in Europe this year, which is my job, which is how I get money. Like I said, me and my girl were just at each other's necks for no reason, just because we'd been together 24/7 for a month straight. And yeah. And so, dude, like reflecting on it now, but now that I can see the light is at the end of the tunnel, Czech Republic just announced that their season's set to start in middle of August. So that means some other countries are going to play this year too. So hopefully I can get picked up and play a little more foosball this year. And like I said, we're free to go on a walk tomorrow, y'all. Woo! Walk it up. But only between 3 and 5, and if you're 1 kilometer away from your house, and oh shit. But no, dude, and like again, now I can view this as an incredibly positive thing. And I'm a big believer, and I've said it before to people I give advice to when they're going through some shit, that like normally like our darkest nights, our darkest days, it's the darkest nights for this analogy. Our darkest nights end up being leading to the most beautiful sunrises. You know? I mean, my other example in my life was before I moved to Europe. Shit. Almost 5 years ago now, I guess. Wow. Was, in short, I had just graduated from college, moved back home with my mom, working a bullshit job at Uniqlo. Shout out Uniqlo. I love your product. I hated working for you. Basically Japanese robot training. Moved back home. I knew I was going to go play in Europe. At this time, it's like summer. It's like June, July, August or some shit. And I knew like, I'm talking to a team in Germany, a team in France, a team in Austria. I don't even remember. But they wouldn't want me to come till like March. So that'd be September, 6 months. And then literally losing my mind every day as I drive home from work, thinking like I am in the complete wrong box of rocks. And then add to that like a failing, I should say, relationship with a girl I was into. But I mean, I was young and we didn't communicate, just like part of life. And dog, that shit led me damn near to insanity. Like, I've never felt like that before, except for the dark days here in quarantine. Like, it's the first time I've felt that same, like, I feel like I'm going crazy. Like, I'm on the brink. And so, anyway, and sorry, I'm rambling, but at pretty much like the darkest day, when shit ultimately hit the fan from work and the relationship, I got a message from the team in Lisbon. And they were like, yo, we don't have much money. We don't have much. We've never had imports before. It's only like the team's 4th year. But you can come to Lisbon in a month and a half. I was like, oh, shit. They're like, and everybody I'd talked to, I'd never been to Europe, but everybody I'd talked to leading up to that, all the homies who'd done Euro trips, literally like everyone said, dude, Lisbon's the best, hands down. So I thought, well, fuck it. I'm going to risk something. I need to get the fuck out of this situation I'm in here at home, or else insanity is looming on the horizon. And 2, if I'm going to take a risk, let's go to Lisbon. Let's go to a place where it's sunny 300 days of the year. You feel me? Took the risk. Look back, and I can say honestly right now, still to this day, I think that's probably one of the best decisions or risks or whatever of my life. And dog, it came from a dark, dark night. And that was a beautiful sunrise out there in Lisbon. So yeah, same kind of thing. I obviously, when you're going through the shit, you don't think about that exactly, or at least maybe once I'm older, I will realize it a little bit more. But it's tough to kind of have that big picture idea when you're in the picture, when you're in the frame. But this, because of the insanity, because football ending like that. Literally, we practiced Wednesday. I was told Sunday, like, season's done. You can go home. You can stay. I have kind of a weird situation. I have a girl out here, so I could stay. I'm thinking maybe I can get picked up. I don't think this thing's going to be as serious as it got made into. I figured, all right, we chill at home for a couple weeks and life gets back to normal. And then so after a couple weeks of chilling at home and then realize, oh shit, we got another month or two of this. Like, dog, I'm hurting. And realizing like I don't have any way of making money. I'm only spending money on food right now. But the bank account is dwindling quick. I don't have shit, you know? And I was like, damn, why haven't I been trying to do the YouTube thing earlier? Because right now, everybody's watching YouTube. Everyone's watching Instagram. I could be making money from that. And so, like I said, it'd been kind of like the 5-year plan with the vlog, podcast, whatever. Got some other ideas rolling around the old dome. And I was like, well, shit. Why not right now? And so started that thing up and like really like put my mind to it. And that's kind of the moral I've taken from this is like, if you really ask for it and you really like put yourself out there, like it's going to come around, you know, and I'd put in the work already. You know, I'd been doing the vlog, not super consistently, but relatively consistently for like 2 years. So far, yeah, 2 years. Started in Poland. It's only 2 years ago. Yeah. And, you know, put in some time, had a couple videos do all right. But I'd never really asked anybody to support, really. You know, I'd post a status or a story here and there. Hey, check it out. But, you know, Instagram now has just become this like zombie. Instagram is now what Facebook used to be, if you haven't figured that out. People are just on that shit to waste time and just scrolling. This is just my perspective, obviously. I don't think a lot of people are consuming too much content on Instagram consistent. I think it's scroll, check out some stories, and not even check stories out. I mean, and I'm speaking from my own, like half the time I'm looking at stories, I'm just fucking next. Something to do. I mean, I've stopped. I've really been trying to. My Instagram time is actually way down over quarantine. But I said, well, shit, I could be making money on YouTube or whatever. Let's do that. And so, literally, like once I started thinking it, that Poor Country Rich Heart video blew up. I'm relatively speaking for me, blew up for me. And I'm getting subscribers left and right. I mean, by the end of next week, I'll have more subscribers on YouTube in a month and a half, 2 months of really going hard at it than I will on followers on Instagram, where I've like been really trying to go hard on Instagram for, I don't know, a long time. And so, yeah, it's just a cool thing to realize. And so I don't know, you know, I've been talking to some friends and back on the Instagram's now Facebook is, you know, like I used to love getting on the message game on Facebook, just connecting and talking with old friends and, you know, moving around different colleges, transferring different countries, Or I'd just, you know, get 3-4 combos going, hop on my computer, say what's up. Especially if you took I can remember when I was in North Dakota, you know, take an Adderall to do a paper or something. And if you didn't start that paper within like 30 minutes of taking the Adderall, dog, whatever you were doing, you were going to see it through. And so I can remember one time, you know, I took it, I was talking on Facebook to some people, and that 30 minutes hit in and I was still talking to people on Facebook. I think I had 7 or 8 chats up. I was writing books to everybody. And now that you can do Messenger, Instagram Direct on your computer, it's kind of turning into that. It's close. And so eventually there will be a new Instagram. If, you know, TikTok's probably the next thing anyway. And I've been thinking all of this, and then I thought, well, shit, YouTube, there ain't going to be another YouTube. You know, there's World Star, but like YouTube, you know, YouTube. And so why not start putting some eggs in that basket? And I did that, and like I said, got the you got to have 1,000 subscribers and like 4,000 public watch hours within the year to monetize your channel. And I went from, I think, 250 or 300 subscribers to 1,000 in like a week. And I don't know if it's 4,000 or 8,000 watch hours. But anyway, I had like less than half of the watch hours. And I got that in like a week and a half. And so now my channel is monetized, baby, which is so awesome. And like, I'm super grateful to everybody that's made that happen, because even though like, yeah, I've put in the work and like put in the time and put in the whatever, like you need other people to support that shit and watch it and click the red button in order for it to even happen. And so thank you, man. Appreciate y'all. And now to this date, I'll post a screenshot with this. Damn, I'm at 36 minutes already. I like talking. But to this date, I now have made $2 in 3 days. 3 days my channel's been monetized. I've made $2.91 from YouTube, which is like comical. But like, I've never been so fucking stoked to make $3, bro. Like straight up. And I'm excited to kind of see what comes of it and what the next step is. And you know, like I said, I got a few ideas of some things going for this upcoming year. I'd like to make this solo podcast a weekly thing, and then also get guests on too. But the solo thing's kind of fun because, like I said, now it's okay to talk to myself. You know, I talk to myself. I'm in my own head a lot. But to kind of almost use this as y'all are my therapist, more or less, is, I think, beneficial. And so, yeah, man, I think that's mainly what I wanted to talk about. I don't know what I just talked about. I'd be curious to know, you know, to anybody that does watch these, if there's ever something that you would want me to talk about or would like to hear my opinion on, or a guest you want me to, any feedback, shit at all. Like, please, even negative stuff, like, please, I want to hear that. I had my homie the other day, you know, that's the thing yesterday. Shout out to my guy, Gary V. You know, he constantly says, like, are you messaging, like, whenever you're starting up something, doesn't matter what it is, a business, YouTube, like, go through and individually message everyone in your phone book, everyone on your Facebook, everyone on your Instagram, and say, hey, man, I need your help. Could you support? And so I did that yesterday. Went through all the guys that I've talked to on Instagram over the last 6-7 months, and it was a personalized yet copy and pasted message, and went through them, just said, yo, man, like, I need your help. Like, could you subscribe for one, and if you feel so inclined, share this, or just, you know, let somebody know that you might think would be interested in what I'm doing. Let them know. And the response that got was really cool. And like I said, that kind of brings me back around to, like, you just got to ask for some stuff sometimes. You know, whether it be asking the universe, asking God, asking yourself what you want. But then also just asking people. And so that was a cool realization that I've had. And I'm going to send a message to all the girls that I talked about. The reason I did guys first, I don't know why I'm telling you this, but the reason I did guys first was in the personalized copy and paste message. I say, hey, bro, at the beginning. So I don't know what I'll say for girls. Hey, smiley face. I'll get in trouble for that. Never mind. Yeah. All right, man. I think that wraps it up. 40 minutes is about as long as I want to go, or probably as long as you want to listen. Shoot. Again, to everybody out there who's subscribed, checked out the page, shared, talked about it, gave me some feedback. Oh, yeah, that's what I was saying. I sent that message out to some homies saying, like, any feedback too, negative, criticism, whatever, I'd love to hear it. And my homie Doug, shout out to my guy, El Puparain, hit me and was like, dude, loving what you're doing. Just so you know, though, like, sometimes in the vlogs or podcasts or whatever, when you go from the music to a clip or vice versa, like the sound isn't very level. And he's like, sometimes I got to turn it down or turn it up. And he's like, sometimes it's good. I like it. I like when the music pops, but other times it kind of fucks with me. And like, I knew that, you know, like I watch it and I think, yeah, whatever. But then to hear somebody else say it, who's, you know, he's saying it from a complete place of love. I was like, dude, thank you. I needed to hear that. I'm going to really focus on that moving forward. So yeah, like I said, if you got some constructive criticism, I'm all for that. And again, if you've been supporting, if you've watched a minute of anything I've put out, especially when you click on that subscribe button, I appreciate you. Really, really, really do appreciate you, because like I said earlier, as much as I want to do this myself, I can't. And I think that's a good thing to understand. And I'm looking forward to seeing where this thing goes. All right. Oh, I'm feeling good today, man. Feeling good, which is nice. Super nice. So yeah, y'all, I'm going to wrap this up and call it a day. Get back to a little bit of editing. Keep riding that YouTube wave, baby. All right. Again, appreciate y'all. Thank you again. Looking forward to next time. Anything on your mind you want to hear me ramble about, let me know. All right. Appreciate you. Much love. Holla.
Dysfunctional, I've lied and done my share of running to go when the world feels uncomfortable.